Good morning. So you join me again on the kayak. Thanks for tagging along. It's a bit of a different one today because I am out bright and early in the morning. I got up at 4 AM and what's the time now? It's 5:23. It took a bit longer than I expected to get out on the water today, but we're out. It is essentially high tide now. I think the high tide's in about 20 minutes, about 5:40. It's the 2nd of August today and the weather is perfect, which is quite nice. So what I plan to do today is stay out for a few hours, maybe until about 9, maybe 10 if I'm getting some good fish. There's always that one last cast, ain't there? And I'm targeting bass primarily today, or only bass today actually. I'm going to go to a mark. It's a bit of a pedal away. It's going to take me maybe 40 minutes or so to get there, so I should hopefully get there by about 6, and at that point I think, yeah, so sunrise is at 5:45, so at that point it'll be essentially sunrise. I'll start trolling a lure in a moment, hopefully to get one of those early morning bass near the surface. But the mark I'm going to today, I went there a couple of days ago, not in the morning but in the evening after work, and I had some good success. I had 5 bass on that trip. One of them was, I mean, it's not big, it was 41 centimetres, so it was just a bit shy of keeping size. Put up a good scrap though. I just didn't want to record that day, I just wanted to get out and enjoy the water. Sometimes you just want to do that and not have to faff about with cameras. But yeah, it was a good trip. I had 5 bass, like I say, and just 1 mackerel. Oh, there's some anglers there at Devil's Point. I'll just paddle over to the right so I avoid them. Who needs to do shore angling, eh? Oh no. It bores me, shore angling now. But anyway, yeah, I'll catch up with you in a bit. And I'll get out your way soon, sorry. I'll catch up with you in a bit and give you an update as to what's going on. See you in a bit. So I've been pedalling now for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And there's Drake's Island there in all its glory. I do fish the back of that for mackerel lately, and it seems to be producing for mackerel for me. It can be hit or miss, but more often than not I can get some nice mackerel from behind there. I've never tried for bass, but I imagine you can get some nice bass as well. Actually, it's a bit rocky behind. It's quite a big reef. I'll show you actually. So, if you can see that, so that's Drake's Island there, and this is the reef around it. So behind this, in this area here, it's a big reef. It's quite shallow, quite rocky. I've had some success with trolling lures behind there, and also using metals for, you know, mackerel. I've had bass as well, but it's tiny bass, nothing of any good size there. But I'm just watching the lure. I've got a diving plug out now. I think it's an Axios Search, which is basically like an IMA hound for 1/3 of the price. So I'm hoping now I'm getting, because I've just passed some really deep water, I'm hoping now I'm getting to some shallow ground. I might pick up a fish or two as I'm passing Drake's. I always wanted to have a wander around there. I know they do tours now, but I think the person who owned it's now selling it. I'm guessing it wasn't a great business venture for them. It didn't work out. But I've seen tour groups walking around there. I'd like to do it on my own though. Have a little nosy. Oh, got a fish. Is it? Yeah, it's a fish. Right, brilliant. I thought it was weed for a second. What are you, mate? What's it? It's a tiny pollock, I think. I reckon it's a tiny pollock. It's not fighting very hard. We're starting to give it some now. Oh, it's starting to fight a bit more now. Was it a bass? Mackerel? No, it's a bass. It's a tiny weeny bass. Tiny weeny bass. That's got to be the smallest bass that I've caught. Oh, good. There you go, the hook's off. Oh, where am I putting this? I don't know. Oh, darn it. Alright, mate. Come here, you. You're the smallest bass I've ever seen. Ow! Come here, calm down. I'm trying to throw you back, you knob. Knobber! Come on. Oh my god. I should just empty my, take my pedals out. Puff your gills up at me. There we go. I've had a little bass, look. I was hoping for something a bit bigger. I knew it wasn't big though, it was not fighting much at all until it started getting to the kayak. But yeah, as I was saying, as I get closer to the island, I did expect to get maybe something from the trolling lure, and I did. Makes me want to cast my other lure now, my soft plastic. I might do that. Might do that just to see. Might be a bigger bass about. Oh, there's fish underneath me. Nope. Something had a nibble. I think it's a tiny schoolie bass here. Oh, I had another nibble. What's hitting this lure? Now, I'm going to carry on. Well, it was worth stopping. Right, let's carry on just trolling this lure out. Got to be careful I don't troll it over ground that's too shallow, because this lure dives to about a metre, and we're at about a metre right now. There's some weed and rock under me that's about a metre. Oh, that was interesting. First fish of the day, the smallest bass that I've ever had. Good fun though. At least it's not a blank. Right, anyway, I'll leave it there for now, and I will see you. Oh, actually, was that a fish or was that weed? Did you see the bend in that rod? I did say I was going over some shallow ground, so I think it just caught a bit of weed. Yeah, I do. I think it just caught a bit of weed. Yeah, so as I was saying, I'll leave it there for now, and I'll catch up with you in a bit when I get to my actual mark. Hello, Mr. Sunshine. Nice to see you. It's going to be another lovely day, I think. Scorchio. I'll be off the water by 11, depending on how many last casts I want to have today. So by that point it shouldn't be too hot. But I'm nearing my mark now. So I've been travelling for 43 minutes, it's just ticked over to 43. Time is 6, so I did say 6, didn't I? So I'm dead on time, as I thought I would be, pretty much. I've not had any more takes on the trolling lure, but in a minute, once I get a bit closer to shore here, I'm going to get that lure in, get on a soft plastic and get fishing, and hopefully with any luck we'll get a nice juicy bass bigger than 41 centimeters, which is my PB. I know it's not a very big PB, 41 centimeters, it's not even keeper size, but you've got to start somewhere, ain't you? So I'm hoping to, I don't know, maybe break that personal best by 10 centimeters today. I want a 51 centimeter fish. Not that I've got to take measure. The only reason why I know it's 41 centimeters is because I've measured an area in my kayak, and I know that from essentially the cup holder on the right hand side to the end of my center hatch, that's 42 centimeters dead on, which is handy because that's the keeper limit for bass. This one was just shy of that, so I knew it was 41 centimeters. But yeah, I want a 50 centimeter fish today, push for a 51. I don't know, I've got a good feeling about it, you know. I do have a good feeling. We're out at a good time. It's high tide, well, it's high tide 15 minutes ago. Okay, so I'm at my mark now. So I'm just going to bring my lure in. I've got a, like I say, I've got a diving plug right now, but I don't want to use that here. I want to use a soft plastic so I can fish all depths of the water column. The lure I'm going to be using is a Storm 360, I believe they're called. Which is not a weedless lure. However, the bottom here is quite flat. There's a few rocky outcrops underneath, but not really any snags to speak of. It's kind of smooth rock. Not much in the way of weed. I've got to be careful there. There is a crab pot right there. That wasn't there a couple of days ago, so I just need to be careful of that line. But essentially what I'm going to do is use that one. Like I say, Storm 360, 12 centimeter, I think it's I don't know, maybe 28 grams. I'm going to just cast it to the shore, fish all water, all depths of water, and see how I get on. I think what I'll do first of all is fish the bottom. So here we go, first cast in the area. Let's see if I can get anything. Honestly, what a lovely morning, look at this. Absolutely beautiful. Isn't Plymouth Sound just beautiful? Honestly, I'd never get sick of this. Oh, I had to take that in. I think it was quite small. Well, we know there's fish here. Just taking it again right at the kayak, but I think it was a small one. I know there is weed close to the rocks there, so I need to be a bit careful when I'm casting in that direction. But once I've cleared the weed, once I've reeled in a bit, I can let it sink right to the bottom here. So I am moving in this direction, which tells me that what I'm going to do probably is move down that direction some more and then drift this way. I'll probably keep the pedal drive in reverse, and then I can keep away from the rocks and just fish as I drift, basically. Just casting wherever I feel. I thought I'd be into a fish by now, because like I say, that first cast produced a bite but didn't produce a fish. I thought there'd be a bit more going on than this. Right, I'm into some weed, I think. I know there is weed in that area. I'm going to put on a different lure, the white one, and I get this back in. Because it'll be much more visible in the water. This one's kind of blending in a bit. So like I say, it's the same lure that I'm going to be using, a Storm 360. However, it's going to be a white one. So there it is. It's a white version of the one I got. Let's give this a chuck. Some people say lure colour doesn't really make much of a difference, but I disagree. Like if say if there's sand eel in the area, that other one might be more effective because that might be what the fish are turned on to. Whereas if there's other things, shads or whatever, something, you know, more silvery, then they might be turned on to this white one. So I don't buy that. I don't buy that lure colour doesn't really make much of a difference. Come on, fishies. Let's have ya. I'll have another cast or two here and then I'm going to move up that way a bit. Here we go, I'm in. Yes! Just as I say, I'm going to move. It's nothing big. It's definitely nothing big. Oh, I don't know, he's putting up a nice bit of a fight now. What is it? Oh, he don't like me. It's a bass. It's a bass. Come on, mate. That's not too bad. That's a decent one, actually. Quite decent. Well, there we go. First bass, well, second bass of the day. First decent bass of the day. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Come on. Get your gob. There we go. First bass of the day. Not massive by any standard, but it's better than that tiddler last time. Right. There you go, boy. Let's have another one. Brilliant. It's been quite a while and I've had absolutely nothing. I've changed to diving plugs. I'm using my Axia Search right now. I did have a bass follow it right to the kayak earlier, but then he changed his mind at the last minute, got spooked. So what I'm going to do is there's a bay over there and I'm going to go and beach this this kayak in a minute because I need a bit of a relief break. Oh, did I just have a knock? No. Yeah, so I'm gonna just cast a bit in this bay before I make my way in there, just in case there is any fish in. Don't want to spook any nice fish in there if I'm going to paddle in. So I'm going to cast a bit in this bay, and then I'll make my way in there, do my business, and then decide what I want to do. It's not been as eventful as a morning as I thought it was going to be, I must admit. I had big expectations and high hopes for this morning, but yeah, it's not really worked out that way. Such is fishing, I guess. Yeah, just gonna have a few more chucks in here before I make my way in. If I get anything, I'll let you know. I've had a few chucks in this area, but I've not had anything. So I'm gonna come in. Jellyfish there, compass jellyfish. So I'm gonna come in, just do my business. I think I should have casted more in this bay rather than a bit further out, because it's a bit deeper than I thought. I could have housed some fish in there, I reckon. But yeah, I'm going to come into this bay, do my business, and then figure out what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed in this morning, I must admit. But I definitely need a toilet break, that's for sure. The water temperature's lovely. I could definitely go swimming in this. Right, you stay there. Right, I'll spare you all the details, but I'm going to have a wee. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. It's not been as eventful as a morning as I thought. But yeah, I might just stay out in this area. I can't really move to another area because I'll be wasting loads of time. It's 7:35 now. So yeah, I guess I'll stay in this area and try and search for any fish. It's the best I can do, really. But yeah, I'll just get this launched and then we'll get back on it. Need to have something to eat, I reckon. Yeah, so I don't know. I'll tell you what, it's not as sunny as I thought it was going to be today. I thought we were in for another blinder, but since that sunrise I've not seen the sun since. Right, I'll get back on it and hopefully I'll get back to you soon with some fish. I want that 51cm fish. That's what I really want. God, wish me luck. Alright, I just switched over lures. I was using the surface, the topwater lure for a bit, and I just switched over lures to the Storm 360, and I've got a fish. It's only small, but at least there's something. Ah, come on, mate. Oh, he's off. Yeah, only another small one, but it's a fish. God, stop flapping, will ya? Come on. God, I wish you weren't so spiky. There we go. So spiky. There we go, another fish. Another little bass. Tiny one. But at least I've got something. Anyway, off you trot. Right, I'm going to stick to the soft plastic now. That was the first cast on that one, so I'll try that again. This is very, very bright, this lure in the water, so fish can see this for miles. Let's see if we can get another one. I've got about 9% on my battery on my GoPro, so it's going to die very soon. Here we go, yeah, I'm in. Lovely. It's only another small one. Oh, come on. He's not happy. He's taking me for a ride. Look at him pull me about. Come on, mate. Yeah, another tiny one. Let's see if I can unhook. There we go. I was going to say, let's see if I can unhook him like that. And I did. That's handy. Alright, let's try for another one. Well, there's lots of bait fish over there. I just startled them. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? My shallow diver, my Suzuki, wasn't working. Switched over to this soft plastic and get some easy. Still not got that 51cm one though, have I? That one's dead. I'm still with you on this one. Oh, why didn't I bring my batteries? Oh, I just had a take. Let go. There's only small fish in this area. Yeah, this camera's going to die in a minute, so if it does, I'll say I'll see you later. See you next time. But hey, it's been a nice morning, hasn't it? Got some fish. So, at that point, my camera died. But, immediately after, we got a cheeky little surprise. Alright, just as my batteries die for my GoPros, I caught this one, which is the biggest fish of the day. This is my biggest fish, actually, funnily enough. So that there, from this point where his mouth is to here, the edge of this hatch is 42 centimetres. So this one's probably, what, 43, 44, maybe 45 centimetres. So quite a nice one, that. Very nice. I think I might keep this one, actually. Yeah, I think I might keep this one. Brilliant. I knew there's some fish in this area. Well chuffed with that. Typically it happens, of course, when the camera batteries die for the GoPro. But such is life. So now I know there's fish in the area, decent ones. I'm going to carry on. And I'll record on my phone if I get any more. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Nice fish. So I was just fishing for the morning, and I finished my session. I had a few bass, and I thought on the way in I'll just come to this side of the breakwater. See, I'm on the south side of the breakwater, and I thought I might as well just try a lure while I'm coming out here. And I'm glad I did. Look at this. Look at the size of him! Look at him compared to my foot. Look, I'm a size 9. It's a big old bastard. I've had, what, 3 bass today? And one of them was about 45 centimetres, but this one, it's all over him. So yeah, brilliant. Right, good morning. I'm going to have to come out the breakwater more often, I think, for fishing. It's quite nice out here, look. Lovely. Lovely and calm. God, I can't believe I got this fish. It fought like an absolute unit. I thought, have I got a seal? Because it was pulling so hard, and I used light rods, so it was really putting up a scrap and a bend in my rod. But yeah, well happy with him. You're coming on with me, mate. That's one for the table. I have kept my other bass as well. Under regulations, you can only keep bass 42 centimetres and over, and you can only have 2 of them. So that is my second one. So I'm going to trial my lure along here more because, you know, put up a good scrap that. But if I do get any more, I won't be able to keep them. Got to conserve the stocks. Right, thought I'd give you an update on my day. That's nice after my cheeky little wee break. Get on, mate. So in the end, I measured both the fish. The smaller of the two measured 46 centimetres and the bigger of the two measured 57. So I smashed my target for the day of getting a bass of 51 centimetres. Well happy with that. So that's 2 personal best bass in one day. The 46 centimetre bass was my biggest bass up until this point, and then 30 minutes later I smashed it by another 11 centimetres, getting that 57 centimetre bass. And it's quite impressive really, because it was a pretty slow day. I was having small fish here and there, but a lot of it I wasn't getting anything. And it just goes to show that's the nature of fishing, I guess. You never really know what's going to happen. So yeah, overall a really enjoyable day. Thanks for joining me again, and I'll be seeing you next time.